All right, welcome to the International Kettlebell Games. This is the Detroit Qualifier. We are about 10 seconds away from starting the very first heat of this qualifier.
What? That's when it hits 5. So 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
All the way over to the left.
Go.
On 1, we have Michael Axtell. On 3, we have Matthew Piper. Michael's making his debut in the pro division, looking very strong. We got Matthew Piper going pro-am. Both athletes being very, very methodical. They actually train out of the same gym. Michigan Kettlebell, good friend of mine, Craig Sylvester. Fantastic gym. So if you're up in the Troy area, make sure you look them up. All right, Michael's struggling just a little bit. Now, one thing about this medley is it's very strategic. So if you're a strong person in the jerks, then you're going to exploit that and get as many reps as possible. Now, they're 10 seconds away before they actually have to go into long cycle. But like we're saying, it's all about strategy. If you're strong in jerks, you're going to put up a lot of jerks. If you're strong in, say, the squats, you might save yourself a little bit to put up a lot of numbers in that. The medley is based on coefficiency, so what these athletes are doing is put up as much weight as they can, and it's divided by their body weight. That'll give a coefficiency score, and that's how they're ranked in this. So now they're going into long cycle, and Matthew's just struggling just a little bit. Mike's looking good. Matt very, very fast in the jerk portion. Okay, they're about 20 seconds away from beginning the squat portion. And what you're going to notice when they get into squats is that they can either do traditional rack position or they can actually run them up on their shoulders, making a back squat. That's the technique I prefer. By the way, this is Garen Clark speaking right now, rocking the microphone. And now they're getting ready to prep for squats. Looks like Matt's going to be a pretty good strong squatter. He's already prepped and in position. He's knocking him out. Mike goes up. Now this set for smaller athletes, not very easy, because you're talking about, that's Mike over there. He's about 170 pounds, and he's got 140 pounds on top of his shoulders. I don't know what the math is, but I'm going to assume that's right around 90% of body weight that he's manipulating for 5 minutes. But he's looking fantastic. Very strong athlete. Both of them are very strong athletes. Okay, so now chest press. They're going to transition into that. I got a feeling, knowing what I know about Michael, he's going to ride out squats as much as possible. Chest press is not his thing, so he's going to go all the way to the horn on that one. Matthew's on his way. And the cool thing about this in the IKG is our judges are also very hands-on. So in this, they can also hand in the weights. Because I tell you, speaking from experience, those double 70s, those 32 kilograms, it could take me 30 seconds just to get in position. So sometimes I'll opt just to have somebody hand me that as well. The judges are on the floor right now. They're making sure that the athletes are touching their elbows to the floor and then lock out. Now, you can go butt-up technique. You can keep them flat. You can do anything with your legs. It's all about getting those elbows on the floor and then a defined lockout. We got snatches starting in about 4 seconds. And this is going to be a straight-out sprint. It's whatever they have left in the tank. This is not an easy set right here. And he's coming off of the Innovate heel lifts, which are actually really, really cool. Both athletes looking very strong. And at this point, it's really about what you have left in the tank. You're going to see athletes using a pendulum style. You're going to see squat style. For me personally, I tend to go into more of a hybrid on this one because I know that I'm just trying to get as many reps as I can. You know, I don't know what athlete's going to show up for me today. My goal is to try to get 24 reps in 60 seconds in this last set, but we'll see. We got 5 seconds, and the very first flight with Mike and Matt is over. Great job. All right, so as soon as Michael recovers, I'm going to go ahead and bring him over to the table. He's going to do a little bit of commentating for me. In the next heat, we got on 1, pro heavyweight Leroy Johnson. On 2, pro heavyweight female Erica Crawford. On 3, Andrew Willis, pro-am division. And Amanda Vallis, I believe, is amateur. Once again, you're watching the International Kettlebell Games, the Detroit Qualifier, powered by Sony, also being brought to you by CATS, Kettlebell Algorithm Training System, Natural Force, phenomenal supplement company. If you haven't heard of them, check them out, mynaturalforce.com. They make a great pre-workout, intra-workout, as well as recovery, all organic, phenomenal stuff. All right, we'll be back shortly.
Done. Come on, Erica.
You that backed out on us last Saturday, she supposed to come out when she was with I know, I'm just
Here we go.
Oh my God, that's
Well, I can do it because he has to judge when
You can?
Yeah, because he has to judge while you're competing. So I'll do the next 2 rounds.
Okay, cool. You can maybe interview me if you want to. All right, so my partner in crime, Matthew Phillips, is going to be taking over the microphone the next flight. I have to get ready for my set, and I'm actually in flight 3. Wish me luck, folks. Wish me luck.
Sure you ask your person if they need help on the chest press getting it wrapped.
50 seconds.
But Whitney, don't turn it back. Just write the numbers as you see them.
Okay. About 30 seconds away from round 2. Got Leroy on platform 1, Erica on platform 2, Andrew on platform 3 and Amanda on platform 4. Leroy, who just won his first professional MMA fight, I believe last weekend or 2 weekends ago, competed last year as a pro. Erica won dominant female last year. Andrew and Amanda are both, this is the first time competing, so.
Get it, Erica.
So of course,
Keep breathing, Erica. Blow out at the top. There you go.
because you're judging, so I'll cover it up too. So of course we got a minute of jerks starting off this set. 5-minute set. Every minute we change exercises, just as many as you can get in. Leroy's over there using the 32s as a pro.
10 seconds. Next up is long cycle.
Getting ready to switch over to long cycle.
Quick legs, Erica. Quick legs.
There we go.
Come on.
Now long cycle. It really is all about being strategic. When you have 5 exercises, you're bound to have 1 or 2 that you may not be strong in, and a couple that you're super strong in. So try to push the ones you can be strong in and do a little bit of rest for the ones when you're not so strong. With squats, you'll probably notice a couple different styles. You can do like Erica and Leroy, which are doing right on the shoulders. So is Andrew, and then Amanda is actually doing rack squat.
Come on, Leroy.
It's about wherever you're stronger. People that are used to doing normal barbell squats like to do the back squats.
Good job, Erica. Come on, Erica, push. Come on, Erica. Go. Good girl. 20 seconds.
Those knees out in the squat. There we go. Power up.
10 seconds. Next up is chest press. Begin. Come on, Erica, get it, girl.
With chest press here, it's kind of hard to see, but basically we don't care as long as elbows touch the ground, full lockout. Kind of do whatever you need to with your feet. Make it an elevated chest press if you wanted to by kind of doing a bridge. And then this one, you're getting ready to go right into snatches, which would be
Go, Drew.
pure sprint for most people. 60-second sprint, basically, as many as you can get in. You can switch his arms as many times as you want.
That's it. Come on.
Granted, you could put it down if you want, but
Good girl. Use that
with something
hip.
like this,
Nice.
you're just trying to get as many as you can get in.
That's it, Erica. Come on, keep breathing, girl. You're halfway through. Good job, Erica.
Drew. 20 seconds. Push it, man. Push it. There you go, Amanda. There you go. Take that heel.
20 seconds. 10 seconds, actually.
Come on, finish strong.
Good job, Amanda.
3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Nice job.
Flight 2 is over. So flight 3 coming up. We'll have Garen, Isa, Joanne, and Beth. All going. So that starts in a little less than 5 minutes.
Just so that there's double count. He's verified what you bring down. Round 3. We've got Garen, Isa, Joanne, and Beth. Judges, Chrissy, Mike, Deb, and Trinisha. Where are you at? Yep. There you go, baby. You need Debbie, you'll tell Debbie. Okay, so 3 is, what is she? Is she an amateur? I know, amateur? Oh, okay. Debbie, do you have your wine? Never mind. Yes, never mind. I got it. Stop. Tanisha, where are you going, babe? I'm down here. 4. It's all the way down there. And Whitney, where's Whitney? She's your counter.
2-minute warning. Count 2.
Come on, Beth. Oh, you
Okay, a minute away. Getting ready to start the 3rd round.
You're not coming for me?
If you are watching, it appears our stream's coming in and out. Try to fix that in between rounds or in between the next events, but we're up right now, so 20 seconds away from flight 3. Garen's going to be in round 1. He was dominant male last year. He's looking to, of course, repeat that in July. Isa moved up to pro this year. She was pro-am last year. Joanne is a amateur competitor. This is her first time, and Beth competed last year. So, got a mix of new and old, pro and amateur.
Looking nice, everybody. Looking nice.
So,
10 seconds. Next up is long cycle.
I know Garen likes to get as many of those jerks in as he can, so he doesn't have to necessarily do as many long cycle.
Start. Come on, Garen. Come on, Beth.
Stop going. Bang. Good work, Joanne. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Good job, everybody. Nice work. Strong. Good job, guys.
Good work, Joanne.
After this, going to squat. So that's
One more, Joanne.
long cycle hits you in the cardio for a second, and then you immediately go into squat when you can't breathe. So it's not a fun transition.
Good work, Joanne.
Squat is going now.
Come on, G.
Good, good, good. Looking strong, Joanne.
Everyone in this round's doing back squats. Getting those kettlebells back there, so it's more like a barbell squat.
Nice back.
Good. Keep it up, Joanne.
Very nice.
And from here, we'll wind up going into chest press.
20 seconds.
Come on, Joe.
Of course, the goal here is to get your hips below knees, below parallel.
10 seconds. Next up is chest press. Come on, back. Begin.
In the chest press. You can have the judge hand you one of your weights. Some people can't necessarily on the heavier bells self-rack those.
Nice ice up.
I'm going
Right there.
elbow to ground, full lockout. That's what we're looking for here.
Come on, Joe.
Good job, everybody. You got it.
There you go.
20 seconds.
Come on, good work, Joanne. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
20 seconds and then going into the snatch set. Just trying to get as many snatches as you can.
Good job, everybody. Let's have the snatch. Come on, Garen. Begin.
Nice, Joanne. Spread it out.
Goal here, just sprint. Many as you can get in. As many times as you need to switch your arms. Whatever you need to do.
That's it, Joanne. Good
work, Joanne. You're killing it. Killing it. Come on, Joanne. Keep going. Good. Repeat.
Come on, Mom.
Lock it out.
Good job, Mom.
Keep it up, Joanne.
There we go. Finished with flight 3. Moving on to flight 4.
Hard work.
And John. G. John Garland.
4 minutes to flight 4. We'll have John Balcazar,
I need your card.
Danielle Piper, Malene. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong. I was reading the chair press. It's John, Danielle, and Juanita. That's who we have coming up.
Lisa, you got your card?
I can't change the numbers to like 100 of each?
No. Sorry, only I can do that.
You'd be like, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we'll subtract it out. You don't write it on the scoreboard, John. You can tell me the maximum numbers up and you don't write it on the scoreboard as the judge. No, wait.
20. Thirty seconds. Okay. Getting ready to start flight 4. John Balcazar, Danielle, and Juanita. John's pro. He was going to compete last year, wound up hurting himself, so this is his first time competing in this event, but he's definitely can throw the 32s around. This is Danielle's first time competing. Juanita did compete last year in Pro-Am, so she's been here before.
That's it, John. Come on. Another day at the office, my friend.
You good, Juanita?
20 seconds.
Hey, Mickey. Awesome work, everybody.
10 seconds.
Nice, Daddy.
All right, next up, long cycle. And go.
Good job, girls. Keep it up. Strong.
30 seconds left. Move into the squats after this.
Good job, everyone. Here we go, 20 seconds.
Have them go from the jerk to the long cycle, which starts to kill your cardio, right into the squats. When you can't breathe, it's definitely not fun.
10 seconds.
Good work, Juanita.
Keep it up. You got this,
We're
Danny.
moving to the squat.
Get ready.
Here we go. Come on, John.
Everybody's looking fantastic.
Again, everyone's doing the
Just
back
breathe.
squats.
Make sure you're breathing.
Great job, everyone. Looking good.
Just get as many as you can in. Depending on your strength, the next one to chest press, for me anyways, winds up being a little bit of a
All
rest.
day long, my
Here we
friend.
go.
All day. You goes all day. All day.
20 seconds. Let's go.
John is just destroying squats right now.
There we go.
It's one of his strengths, so he just will get as many as these as he can in.
My lats be so big I can't put a shirt on. I want my quads to be so big I can put jeans on.
That's it. All day, my friend.
Here we
Nice.
go. Chest press.
Now moving into the chest press.
Fantastic work. Keep it tight, John. Keep it tight, okay?
Come on, Juanita. There's money right here.
Breathe, everyone. 20 seconds in. Got it.
You got it, Juanita.
Go. Come on, John. Great job, everybody. 30 seconds. Come on.
Use a break if you need to, Juanita.
Come on. Good.
Good job, Danny.
That's it. That's it.
Breathe, Danny. Good job. 20 seconds.
Can't really see it from this angle, but John, after destroying squats, is just kind of repping out the chest press.
Let it happen, John.
Here we go. Go.
That's it, Juanita. Danielle, just get it. Get it.
This is the last.
Last
Let
minute,
it have it. Every rep counts.
trying to get as many snatches as you can in.
Breathe.
Yep.
Got it.
Good job, girls. Sprint through it.
Let's go, everybody. Everything you got here.
That's it.
Halfway through.
Good work, Daddy.
You got it.
Almost done. Almost done.
Push through it.
That's it.
20 seconds. Let's go. Sprint them out.
Good go, Juanita.
15
Come on,
seconds.
Daddy. Run it out.
Come on.
it out, Danny.
5 seconds.
That's it.
Come on.
That's it.
Up you go. Flight 4 done. Flight 5's coming up.
Oh, he's separated. Up next, Colin, Whitney, Melanie, and Janice. Judging, Maureen, Isa, Erica, and Amanda. Tiffany, she's great. Right here, Melanie. When they end, write it down each time. Don't worry about separating it out. And then Eric will write them on the board. Write it out. So I'll kind of do it for something because I'm not good at this. One on each side. Count it, count everything. I'll just raise my hand because I'm not
Here, tape the plug. Tape the plug together.
Come on, baby brother. You can do it. One minute.
All right, so if you're just tuning in, we're about to get into the 5th flight of the medley, which is 1 minute of jerk, 1 minute of long cycle, 1 minute of squat, 1 minute of chest press, followed up by 1 minute of snatch. This is Garen Clark, and you are watching the International Kettlebell Games Detroit Qualifier. I just got done my set in flight 3, and even though I helped write the medley, I still hate it. But I was able to pull off a PR number today, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now it's just about recovering and getting ready for the seated chair press. But right now we've got Colin on 1, Whitney on 2, Melanie on 3, and we have Janice Looney on 4.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so Colin, only 16 years old, making his pro debut. Very strong, one of the world's strongest kids in powerlifting as well. He tried to fight me on going to the pro division, but I told him he had no choice. As you can see, he is a beast. And just to think, he's only 16 years old. Everybody's looking really strong. All the way in 4, Janice is making her debut, moving up a division. She was an amateur last year. She's in Pro-Am right now. Throwing up those 16 kilogram kettlebells, double. That's 35 pounds a piece.
Good work, Melanie.
10 seconds.
Right next to her on 3, we have Melanie in the amateur division, looking very strong, very methodical, still working through the set. Probably going to put up a ton of numbers. Now we're transitioning into the long cycle. Okay, Colin stumbled a little bit. I suspect he'll probably do 3 or 4 reps, rest, and get ready for squats and chest press, which he will put up a lot of numbers between those two. Right next to him, Whitney, literally just learning the jerk about 4 days ago, and you know, she's been away, a lot of work stuff going on, hasn't been able to make it in the gym, but you know what, she still showed up, and she's here giving 100%, looking great. Love the shirt, yes, say yes.
20 seconds.
All right, we're about 20 seconds away
Good work, Melanie.
from going into the squats,
Squat after this.
and we'll watch the techniques on this one. Colin is going back squats.
Time.
20 right here, Melanie. Go.
And it looks like everyone is opting for the back squat technique, which if you have a strong back squat, it makes perfect sense. In the normal traditional rack technique, it's more quad dominant, and it also, because the kettlebells are weighing on your lungs, a little bit of a
Keep going, Mel. Keep
compression,
going.
so it's a little harder to breathe. However, some people still opt for that because it's more comfortable. And if you're very quad dominant, it makes perfect sense.
Go, this is you.
But all these athletes are going back squat technique right now. Looking very strong, very relaxed. Everybody focus on the clock.
Come on, Melanie. Don't stop. Don't stop. You're there. Keep
Strong.
going. Keep going.
10 seconds. We're moving to the chest press.
Come on, Melanie.
All right, now we're about to move into chest press.
Go, one more. One more.
Time.
Right now, I'm being joined by the medley superstar, John Belk, is always happening, my friend.
A little tired, but besides that, I'm feeling great.
You look fantastic, man. I know earlier last week we were talking, your goal is to get 80 reps in that bad boy. Did you get close to that?
Yeah, I got 82.
Good God almighty, man.
You know, I came in with a strategy, and what's nice is in some parts I didn't hit it, but I excelled in others above what I thought I would get. So at the end of the day, all that matters is the end result, and I met and achieved my goal, so I'm very happy.
Right on. Right on. Chest press. Now it's crazy. It's like Colin is super strong on the bench press, but it doesn't matter. Once you're pre-exhausted with 3 exercises, especially 3 exercises leading up to that, it's very difficult to press that weight. So now we're in the snatches,
Let's go.
and all this is now is a flat-out sprint or whatever you have left in the tank.
Breathe.
And there's not much of that left when you get to snatches.
Right.
Colin's looking strong. Actually, all the competitors are looking pretty strong.
Absolutely. So it's fantastic having you get down and watch you perform, because I know last year in the finals, man, you had an injury that kept you out, and I said it from get-go. You know, to me, I'm still the underdog to you, so I tell that to everybody, man. So it's good to see you on stage, competing against you, competing alongside you, you being healthy.
Yeah, it feels good to be back and feeling and performing at 100%. I was definitely upset last year when I wasn't able to compete because I'd worked so hard leading up to the competition, and injuries are a part of our life, so had to deal with it and make a strong comeback, and I felt I did that this year, so very happy.
Right on. That was Flight 5. It just finished up. Everybody looking very strong. Smiles on faces. So, man, I know that something else that you're actually getting ready for right now is that death race, man. What is that all about? Tell the people.
Well, the death race is it's a Spartan death race. It's at the end of June in the mountains of Vermont, and what that is ultra endurance meets Tough Mudder meets Spartan race, and then put it all on steroids.
And throw in insanity.
Yeah, throw in a dose of insanity.
Crazy, life-ending type stuff.
Yeah, just to give you an idea of the insanity, the website is www.youmaydie.com. So I don't think anyone's actually died thus far, but I think some people probably have come pretty close.
Yeah. That race is no joke, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at anywhere from 50-plus hours of just crazy endurance, obstacles, mind benders. I mean, I think they throw a little bit of everything in there just to try to throw people off their game. And it's not like most races where the support staff is there to cheer you on and push you to finish. Here, it's quite the opposite. They want you to quit. It's them versus you. What their goal is to break as many people as possible. And then, that's the bad part. Once the race starts, it doesn't finish until I think this is their strategy, is that they just keep going until X amount of people have quit. So if you've got a strong field, that's not a good thing, because you can literally push the limits of 60, 70, 80 hours. Who knows? There is no set end time, so you just keep going till the field has dwindled to just a few crazies.
Yeah, and you know what? That alone of the undisclosed time, the big question mark, as an athlete, when we train, we always usually know the finite number. So it makes things a little bit easier when you know what level you have to hit. And then, so now you take that away, knowing that it's going to be some crazy race, 60 miles plus, all these undisclosed, at least 38 hours, all that stuff, man. That has really got to just take a toll on the mindset going into this. So what do you do to train for something like that?
Exactly. As far as training, I mean, outside of cutting wood, which is almost a given every year, obviously I think you need to have some decent physical conditioning, but it really is a mind game. And just finding that proverbial happy place and just staying in there for as long as possible and just keep chugging along. And I think a lot of the training that we do prepares us for that, just because with WODs and with AMRAPs and events like that, where you're just pushing, and your body wants to give up, and you let your mind take over and persevere. That's what you're going to need. That's what I hope is going to give you the edge to be able to be called the death race finisher when this is all said and done.
Now, for the people out there, keep in mind, John paid to do this race.
Yes. Paid handsomely.
He paid to do this race. I was having a conversation a few weeks ago with some of the athletes here, and I was like, that is something that literally somebody would have to pay me to do. And so then I sat down and started thinking, what would be the monetary amount that somebody would pay me to do that? I figured out I would take no less than $20,000.
And here I am paying a couple hundred to be tortured. But
if they said $19,500, I'd be absolutely not.
All right, my friend, I got to go do some judging.
Yeah, all right, man. You got it, my friend. All right, we're getting ready for Flight 6 right now. And in Flight 6, we got Mike Mueller, Pro-Am on 1, Tim on 2, Shane in 3. So we got 2 Pro-Ams, and on 3 we have an amateur Shane, also a gym owner, phenomenal athlete himself, and he's just a fantastic dude all the way around. For a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to... All right, once again, you're watching the International Kettlebell Games Detroit Qualifier. I'll be back shortly.
Next set of cards, I will just hold them till after.
We'll just put them on.
Here we go! Jerks first! Go!
Okay. Got Mike and Timmy, or Mike and Tim. They're both competing in Pro-Am. This is both their first events, the first time they have been competed. And as Garen said earlier, Sean on the third platform.
Good, Tim. Stay focused. 20 seconds. Here we go. 10 seconds and we're moving to the long cycle. Time. Cheer on your competitors, guys. Good job, everybody. Breathe. 20 seconds.
Come on, Timmy.
Here we go. 10 seconds, and we're moving to the squat.
Focus on your dump.
Time.
Come on, Timmy.
So Mike is doing the rack squats. Well, moving now to back squats. Just depends what you're used to.
Good job, you guys. Everybody breathe.
Sean is doing rack squats.
Come on, Timmy.
Just really depends on whatever's easier for you. For me, it tends to be rack squats.
20 seconds. Come on, 20 seconds. Moving for the chest press.
There you go.
Get prepared.
Get ready for chest press.
Moving over to chest press.
Time.
Come on, Timmy, bust this out. Go.
Breathe, everybody. There you go.
Nice little breather right before the snatches.
Come on.
I need to go warm up.
All right, I'm back. I had to get some calories in me. That medley took it out of me.
Come on.
All right, 10 seconds, and you're moving to the snatch.
And included in those calories was one of my favorite supplements ever. My natural force called Ischiate. It's an intra workout. It's organic, but I swear there's alien technology in that stuff. Anyway, we're at the snatches now. And you are watching
Let it swing.
Mike, Tim, and Shane go at it right now. Now in the middle, this is Tim's very first workout. He's also 16 years old, very, very, very strong. Also in June, he's gonna be making his debut in powerlifting, and right out the gate, probably break several world records. This young man is very, very strong, and I love coaching him. Kettlebells is something relatively new to him.
Great job, you guys. 20 seconds.
And at 16 years old, these young men can only get better. Only get better.
5 seconds. Toss it out. Go.
Come on, you guys.
Rip them up.
Here we go.
All right, we got 10 seconds.
5 seconds.
Come on. Yeah, no, it's okay.
And that was flight 6. All right, so once again, if you're tuning in, you're watching the International Kettlebell Games, Detroit Qualifier. This year's a little bit different. Last year we had just a final. It was more of a exhibition where everybody actually can make it in the finals, and it was a lot of fun. So this year we decided to have a couple qualifiers. We had one in Dover about a month and a half ago, which was a lot of fun. So shout out to Colin and the crew out there at Seacoast Kettlebell. I almost said paintball. Man, I used to play professional paintball, so that's one of the things that's still etched in my soul. Paintball. Now we're getting ready for the last flights in the medley. So Matthew Phillips making his debut, also one of the owners of IKG and IKGA. I'm excited to see him compete. Last year he was also plagued with a couple injuries that kept him out of competing. And so as a close friend of mine and a training partner, I'm geeked and happy to see him actually back on the platform because he is a beast of an athlete as well. So he'll be on 1. On 2 is going to be Trinisha. 3 is going to be empty. And on 4 we got Debbie Serdue. We got Leroy Johnson, the man, the myth, the legend, coming off of his debut pro fight in the U.S. with a TKO stoppage at 2 minutes and 19 seconds. I forgot, what was that gentleman's young name?
Jason Fish.
Jason Fish. He's had quite a few fights, I believe, in the pro, and Leroy basically manhandled him. So what's happening, my friend?
Hanging in there. Just trying to have a good day today. I mean, still high off my debut win, but trying to focus here and dial it in here with these kettlebells.
Yeah. So how you feeling so far?
Not too bad. After having that week away from hard kettlebell training, it's a little rough, but the bells aren't feeling that heavy today, so I can't complain.
Yeah, speak for yourself, man. Those 32 kilograms always felt heavy to me. I hate it. Yeah, anyway, your set looked great, looked fantastic, and you've had to split your training between doing a lot of specific MMA stuff and I know that you hit it basically 7 days a week, hitting all the different principles and different disciplines, whether it's grappling, jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, and then you have your striking stuff, Muay Thai, all that stuff, man. How easy or how hard was it to balance in some kettlebell work to go along with that?
It really wasn't that difficult because, there are a lot of things that go along with the kettlebell training that you can apply to fighting and wrestling and grappling, as far as grip strength, as far as cardio, all that applies across the board everywhere.
Yeah, so it translates over very nicely, and it's crazy because in my experience with everything, it's like all these sports just seem to be able to benefit each other. I tell that to people all the time. Yeah, I compete in kettlebells, but I'm also, a pro power lifter. So, and both of them actually have helped me as well. So I can only imagine that, yeah, for sure, it only would help and benefit you going both ways,
Oh, yeah.
So even thinking about this, so post your fight last weekend, have you had many training days this week?
No.
And you still got in there and stomped the yard, you know what I mean?
No.
We call that deload week.
No, my elbow was bothering me a little bit from my fight, so I thought it best to just dial it down and relax and rest up for this.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't have been able to pick up a kettlebell most of the week.
When's your next fight? Anything on the schedule yet?
Nothing yet. They're trying to get me on a TXC card, which is in June and July out in Mount Clemens. But they're also talking about sending me over to the Middle East.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that with Darren Cruikshank and all them with the UFC stuff or no?
No,
Something
it's another organization where they've just decided it would be a good matchup, and they're talking decent money, so it'd be tough to turn down.
Hey. Yeah. Don't forget your trainers, man.
Oh, no, I won't. Trust me.
All right, so right here on platform 1, we have Matthew Phillips. On 2, we have Tranisha. And on 4, we have Debbie Serdou. They all got their game faces on right now. This is the last flight for the medley.
2, 1, yeah.
Everybody's looking fantastic. Now, the one thing about the medley, like I mentioned way earlier, this isn't one of those events unless you just have astronomical stamina where you just go balls to the walls, excuse my French, from beginning to end.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah. You gotta pick your strengths and dominate those things, and then just improve on your weaknesses. But still, you don't want to tax yourself in an event that's gonna cost you performance-wise on one of your stronger suits. Now, it's interesting, in training with Matt, his goal is to go 10 reps across the board. Now, I don't know if that's what he's still got today, so he's pretty balanced throughout everything, and that's always been his mindset.
2, 1, begin long cycle.
And Matt has not put the bells down once. Now, I know that Matt's also training for a 5K or a half marathon, and it might even be a full marathon. We'll find out when he gets back up here, but I know he's wanting to get back to running again. He still has not put the bells down yet. I suspect he's probably going for 10 reps.
30 seconds in.
Tranisha and Debbie both in the Pro-Am division. Very impressive, those double 16-kilogram kettlebells, 35 pounds a piece.
10 seconds to squat.
Yeah, definitely pick and choosing when you excel in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
1, squats.
All right, so now we're in squats. Now, Matt chooses to go front squats, but he also has really strong quads, and his back squat technique is improving, but it's not his strongest thing. So he's very smart on what he does, and he's comfortable holding those kettlebells in front. He also has a very strong core too, so I know because he was plagued with back injuries in the past, herniated disc, things like that. He has fought his way back to that, but he's had to spend a lot of training really getting his core together to take the pressure off his back, so he can handle that.
15 seconds.
I swear, for me, trying to do a traditional rack hold and squats after all that, I'd be good for probably 2-3 reps, and I'm out. Man down, sniper.
It was tough for me when I was feeling it.
Yeah.
Try and hold it on the front. It's just
Skip
not
that.
happening.
All right, now we're in chest press. So the biggest thing here is just a lockout and then making sure the elbows hit the floor. Some athletes will bounce their elbows off the floor. That's fine, as long as they hit. You'll see some that will actually raise their butts up. That's fine too. Some people keep their legs straight. That's A-okay as well. I don't know if the mic can pick up, but you can hear how hard the athletes are breathing up here.
30 seconds in.
And I'm telling you, if you think this set is easy, go ahead and practice this a couple times. It's a great workout in itself. You'll learn real quick that this little 5 minutes, you think to yourself 5 minutes, oh, that's nothing. No problem.
No.
Yeah.
It'll get you.
10.
So Tranisha decides to jump up early and prep, getting ready for the snatch. She's pretty strong in traditional lifts. She's pretty strong in general. And I would imagine that all three of these athletes at this point are going to ride out and hit a pretty good pace. I was pretty ecstatic. Today I was able to PR in this and hit actually 24 snatches. So that's 24 in 60 seconds. My best up to that leading up in training was 22. So a little adrenaline helped me get to 24. She okay? This is it right here. This set's almost done. in my head, as I'm going through this, I'm like, okay, I get a break. I get an hour break. I get an hour break. I kept saying that to myself. I can't stop. I get an hour break. I get an hour break. That's my treat.
No, this is definitely where everybody's just trying to tough it out and get as many as they can. You just keep switching hands until time.
Yeah. So, Leroy, where can people follow you on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff? You know what your
Instagram, I think I'm Leroy J183. On Twitter, I think I'm Grizz_183. I need to make that easier, definitely.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up changing those handles, but I'll put everything out there.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody knows everywhere.
Yeah, right on. It'd be awesome to follow you, man. We got not only do we have a pro kettlebell athlete, but he's also a pro fighter, and I have no doubt in my mind, you guys, everyone's gonna see him on the main stage. I'm talking main stage, UFC, all that good stuff. I'm gonna call